Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Wos, and I know I said I was going to upload this battle like a week ago. To be honest, I wasn't sure exactly how the league was going to go. It's kind of died out a little bit, and I decided to, if I had to come down to it, if I would have my next week battle, I would upload them at the same time. If not, I just wouldn't worry about it for the fact that at that point the league would pretty much be over. So we're going to get into it. This is our week 5 matchup. Um, excuse me. Let's just get right into it. Our team right here is Scarf Gavangela, Rocky Helmet, Don Fan, um, Savali Rock, Mega Diancie, Mew. Forget the set on it. Give me a second, I can check it. I think it's a Baton Pass Weakness Policy set. Give me a second. Week 5. Yeah, Savali Rock, Mega Diancie. We have Weakness Policy, Baton Pass, Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Psychic. And then we also have a Scarf Lando. So yeah, we're rocking dual Scarfers this week. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to lead off with Donphan. I had two. I thought he was either going to lead off with Scizor or this, and I can easily check both of them. And this allows me to just get up rocks. That's going to not 2-hit KO me. So that's great. He's taking a little bit of chip from the Rocky Helmet. And I'm going to get up my rocks, which is great because that will mainly mess. I really want to get Kyurem dwindled down because that thing is a monster. But let's just get into it. At this point, I feel like he's going to knock off obviously the Rocket Helmet, so that way it doesn't have an even easier time dealing with Scizor. So I'm going to switch out into Mega Diancie, predicting that, which works out for me well because he does go for it. He gets crit, but still 25%, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm just going to fire off Moonblast. There's no reason not to. If Scizor would have come in, I would have gone on Donphan would have been fine. So I do a good chunk at this point. I have a decent chance at taking him out. It's like a 50-50. He's going to make the smart play. They'll protect, make sure he can't take him out the second one. And at this point, I heavily thought about going for HP Fire, predicting the Scizor switch in. I wish I would have. I did not. I pussied out of that prediction, and not that it cost me, but having that thing dead immediately would have been fantastic. And like I said, I'm just going to switch right on Dolphin. It's Rocky Helmet. He can't touch me. A Bug Bite does 44%, and he's taking a shit ton from Rocky Helmet and Life Orb. Surprisingly, he defogs there, which, I mean, I didn't think he was going to carry defog. To be honest with you, I thought once my hazards were up, I figured this would be like a Bandit set or just a Sword Stance set. But I can take it out with Fire Fang, which is completely okay with me. In comes Kyurem Black. At this point, I'm not going to switch anything in. Donphan did what it had to do. Got rid of the Scizor. Pangoro is down decently. So at this point, I'm going to switch out to especially defensive Valley Rock. He's going to set up a substitute. I don't care. I'm going to hit you with the multi-attack. I guess he was predicting a T-Wave, which I was carrying. He's going to Focus Blast, which miss. That sucks a little bit. I take it out easily. It did like 98% maximum, so that crit didn't matter. I was dying anyways. But yeah, that sucks. I mean, it only was going to do, I calculated out, you can see on the side, 66 to 77%. He's going to go into Mega Alakazam and fire off a Psychic, which I can live one. It does suck for the fact that I do get off a T-Wave. Now this thing is very slow. At this point, as you can see, I outspeed it, and it only does 59%. And I'm very high attack. So I was like, oh shit, this is a bulky set for some reason. Which I have no problem taking out then at that point. I can just go into Diancie very easily. And just take it out. So I have these 3 main offensive threats going, and then Pangoro, and then 2 walls. At this point, I'm just gonna fire off a Moonblast again, predicting. I just wanted to get chip damage off on it. He switched side, tried to make a bold read, ended up biting him in the ass. So that sucks. So now we have to get through this, Gourgeist, and Aromatisse. Now at this point, does a hefty percentage right there. So it looks like it was an offensive Gourgeist. And at this point, I'm like, cool, I'm going to go into Lando. I calc it. And it says my Earthquake is going to do, according to the set, 35% minimum. I didn't think that was right. I check it again. I check to make sure it's defensive, that my Scarf sets in. I'm not using Sheer Force, shit like that. I was like, okay, I guess I can fire off an Earthquake. It does 18. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? That's a huge difference. And apparently, I was calcing for Aromatisse, not Gourgeist. So now we have fucking full health Gourgeist and this thing. And here's the thing. I can't even taunt it. I didn't have anything to hit this thing with. I was going to do 12%. I was hoping maybe he'd be, some sort of other ability or some shit. I don't know. I wish I wouldn't have burned him. And I can't really do shit, to be honest with you. I can't touch these guys. I did not prep really for Aromatisse to come. I didn't think it would. And this is really biting me in the ass. Once again, I don't know. Lando Ice is really hasn't done much this year. And I brought it pretty much every week. So, yeah, I legitimately, as you can probably tell right now, I'm going to lose because of the way I'm talking. But I lost because of a lazy, dumb error when it comes down to it. I should have just double checked to make sure that I was calking for Gourgeist. If not, I could have knocked it off, took it out, knocked off the Aromatisse, got rid of its leftovers. At that point, maybe I've been able to pull out a win with just Wish having, stalling out the wishes and stuff like that. But I can't. I can't fucking touch this thing for the life of me. And he's just going to sit here and Wish Protect the entire fucking time and stall me out. So that really fucking sucks. But like I said, when it comes down to it, it was my mistake. I should have won this game. And that's just last week, the prior week, with just not even a bad prediction. Just if I'd have made one different play, I would have won that game. If this one, if I would have, actually have been smart and calced against the right thing. Oh look, my weakness policy got boosted, and he can take me out because I'm toxic with another fucking Shadow Sneak. I mean, if he didn't have Shadow Sneak and he hit me with something else, and I would have fucking lived. Fantastic, I might have won, but yeah. Like I said, I lost because I calced against the wrong mon. At this point, he's just going to stall me out even more. Like, he could have just attacked and, killed me. But instead, he's, synthesizing. I'm doing 9%. Like, I can't fucking touch you. But yeah, that's a 2-0 really shitty loss on my part for the fact that I lost because of a miscalc. Alright, so we're up against, this is our week 6 matchup. This just happened last night, so that's, like I said, I wanted to wait to see if it would actually matter. Go over our team right now. We have a Mega Diancie. It kind of just runs through his team, pretty much. We have a Rocky Helmet trip defensive Donphan that is to counter mainly Darmanitan and Jirachi. If it's a physical Mega Altaria, you can check that too. Once again, we have Silvally Rock. As you can see, he puts in work against his team as well. We have D-Dance, Zygarde, we have Specs, Exploud, and we have Scarf Mew. Scarf Mew is if late game, I might be able to outspeed Scarf Jirachi, stuff like that. I mean, I just kind of made the team on a whim. We are going to lead off with, I believe, Donphan, yes. At this point, he's going to switch out and go into Jirachi. I'm just going to set up rocks, but that was incredibly dangerous. Because if I would have EQ'd there, holy shit, this thing would have been dead. This is great too, because I do a shit ton of Jirachi, which means he can't really come in on anything. And I'm just going to Rapid Spin. He has no spin blockers. Altaria comes in, and I get rid of these rocks almost immediately. Actually, the next turn, so yeah, it's fantastic. I'm going to switch out, though, into Silvally. It's especially defensive, but if it is physical, I can take it. Fires off a return. That does absolutely nothing. So at this point, I can just fire off a... I believe I go for multi-attack. Yeah, just in case he stayed in. Wait, I'm just going to parting shot here. I know he's going... No, I Fire Fangs. I figured that would do more damage. This thing is really defensively bulky. He gets rid of his rocks, which... Okay, I didn't need them. I'm going to parting shot out and go out into Zygarde. If he changed it up and went for U-turn or something like that, I can possibly set up. Say he Chop Kicks me. It does nothing. The only thing is if it... I know it lowers the attack every time, which that's the reason... I switch out here. Like I said, I was just hoping see if he would go for something else. He's going to double out, though. He's going to superpower me. Does nothing, really. I live, and I'm going to fire off a multi-attack at -1, which is easily going to take out the Torrent. So I'm like, cool. He's going to bring in Darmanitan, and he's going to superpower. Makes sense. He could have U-turned out, took me out, and got momentum. He didn't, though. So at this point, he's at -1 defense and -1 attack. I know he's scarfed. Like I'm 95% sure. I'm just gonna go into Zygarde at this point and set up because I know he's either banded or scarfed. I didn't calculate to know, but he's at -1 attack. I'm just gonna set up a Dragon Dance. Here's the thing: at this point, +1, 2 hits everything on his team, and he doesn't really have anything to really hit me with. This is going to add into Gliscor. It does 56, 58%. Like I said, it's doing nothing. At this point, I thought he might protect. I just continue 1,000 arrows. I have no reason not to. I didn't want to choke it away, and like I did last game. So at this point, I'm just going to continue to fire off. He has no switch-ins for this. Everything's dead at this point because Jirachi solo and Serena solo, they can't even take one. The crit did not matter. So basically, this game was very quick. It was get in with Zygarde, set up one Dragon Dance, and then just win, pretty much. It was a good game. So we finally get a fucking win. So yay. We have 2 wins now. We're 2 and 4. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be back next week with my week 7 matchup, the last one. I have no clue if I'm in the playoffs. I have no clue what's happening in this league, to be honest with you. So we're just going to figure that out as we go. But yeah, that's about it. Sorry for the delay, and peace.